الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد يقول الله عز وجل إن الذين توفاهم الملائكة ظالمي أنفسهم قالوا فيما كنتم قالوا كنا مستضعفين في الأرض قالوا ألم تكن أرض الله واسعة فتهاجروا فيها فأولئك مأواهم جهنم وساءت مصيرا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this verse, when the angels take the soul of those who have wronged themselves, they ask them, what circumstances were you in? They reply, we were oppressed in this land. And the angels say, but was Allah's earth not spacious enough for you to migrate to some other place? These people will have hell as their refuge, an evil destination. And before we begin our khutbah today, as is our habit, just a reminder that the emergency exits are the ones that are marked with an emergency sign or with an exit sign. In case of an emergency, la samahullah, then please exit from those places that are marked with the exit sign. So going back to the verse of discussion, Allah's statement, when the angels take the souls of those who have wronged themselves, they ask them, what circumstances were you in? They replied, we were oppressed in this land. And the angels say, but was Allah's earth not spacious enough for you to migrate to some other place? These people will have hell as their refuge, an evil destination. And one of the reasons this verse really stands out for me is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's use of the word mustadaf. And we know that every time we have alif, sin, ta before a word, this is talab shay. This is a request for something. Whether it be istighatha, whether it be istifham, istikhara, right? All of these things we are requesting something. Over here, these individuals are actually seeking weakness. They're seeking to be victims. They're seeking to be pitied by the people. And this is one of the things that I feel we see many times in our own community. That what can I do? How can I as an individual make a change? How am I going to be responsible? Because we are responsible. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made us the best of nations. He has made us responsible for every single one of our actions. He has not made us responsible for the results, but He has made us responsible for doing something, making an effort. Every single one of us here pays taxes, whether that be sales tax, whether it be property tax, whether it be some type of business tax. Should we not at least have the right to say where that money goes? And many of us, if not all of us, do. What if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us about $1 that we gave in taxes that went in a way that was used to oppress others? What answer would we have? What would we say in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And all we had to do was send an email, ya ikhwan, that's it. And sometimes that answer is enough. Just imagine being on Yawm al-Qiyamah, standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Him asking us, or Him telling us that this dollar went to go kill your Muslim brother and sister. This dollar went to go and take away water and land from these people. This dollar went to go and hurt others. What answer would we have? What would we say? That I was too lazy to send an email? I was too lazy to sign a petition? And I'm not saying get behind every petition, get behind every email, get behind every politician. No, this is not the purpose, this is not the goal. But we should be in a place, we should be in a position where we at least have the agency to ask, what is going on? What is happening? What are you doing? And every single one of us in this room will be passionate about different things. And right now, I know that we hear a lot about Palestine. And we're hearing of what's going on there. And we hear about the oppression that's happening. We hear what the Israeli government is doing to them. We hear how they have disproportionately retaliated to every single thing that the Palestinians have done. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help our brothers and sisters there. Ameen. But what roles have we taken as individuals? And like I said, I'm not asking for us to send money. I'm not asking for anybody to get on a plane. I'm not asking for anyone to even move from the space that they're in right now. Just pick up your phone. And it's not romantic. I know it's not. I know it doesn't sound very powerful. I know many of us feel like, well, at least we should take part in demonstrations or we should take part in protests. And while those have their role, is it equal to every single person reaching out to their local representative and telling them, you need to do something about this? Something needs to happen. And sometimes that one voice is enough to make that difference. And even if it doesn't make a difference, remember, ya ikhwan, Allah does not hold us accountable for the results. He holds us accountable for our actions. How much time does it take? Wallahi, Shaykh, I didn't see a petition. Make one. Wallahi, Shaykh, I didn't see anybody talking about this. Say it. We live in a country, we live in a place where we have unrestricted freedom of speech. How many other places in the world can we say that about it? And this will be held for us and against us. That we had an opportunity to do something and we didn't. Versus living in other parts of the world where we're not even given the opportunity. Allah has given us certain freedoms. Is there any one of us who feels that we will not be held accountable for the freedoms that we have been given? Many of us come from places we know we can't say or do certain things because we will be picked up. And I'm not a fool. I know that people do disappear from the community and from outside the community in the United States. But percentage-wise, does it happen more here? Does it happen more overseas? For the number of cases that we hear in the United States, it's not even close to the number of cases that we hear happening in other countries. The repercussions are far less. The stakes are far lower. And sometimes our participation is that much less. Because we're always waiting for someone else to take care of it. Allah has given each and every single one of us power. He's given each and every single one of us agency. And even the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when comparing the two believers, he said that the upper hand is better than the lower hand. Even though in both of them there's good. That the one who gives is better than the one who receives. And we are all in a position where we can give. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us tawfiq, to give us understanding, and to make us realize the position and the agency that we truly have, and to take advantage of it. Ameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد يقول الله عز وجل أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. Do people think they will be left alone after saying we believe without being put to the test? This is not a one-to-one relationship we have with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just because we pray, it doesn't mean that Allah will pay our rent. Just because we fast does not mean that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put gas in our cars. Just because we give sadaqah does not mean that we will not fall ill. Allah will test us in different ways. We are the ones who are in need of Him. And if we want any change in our lives, if we want any change in our children, if we want any change in this ummah, then we have to realize that we are in Allah's need, and we have to constantly and consistently turn toward Him. It is only through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that there is success. And even if we don't succeed subjectively, maybe I didn't get the job that I wanted, maybe I didn't get the degree that I wanted, maybe I did not get the position that I wanted, it does not mean that we failed. We only fail when we don't try, or if we try and after failing we don't try again. These are the only two times we failed. Not because of the results, but how we deal with those results. Do we get up? Do we keep moving? Do we keep working? It's amazing how many places Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala focuses on amal, on how He focuses on actions and working, and how few times the results are mentioned. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the ultimate owner of all results. Nothing is in our hands. Nothing can fall in our hands. Only what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us is what we have, not what we are deserving of. How many of us can stand here proudly and say that everything I've done up until this point, I deserve it? This is only the pinnacle of arrogance. None of us deserves what we have. None of us deserves the sight with which we see, or the hearing from which we have, or the smell, or the taste, or the ability to touch, feel, walk. All of these are a blessing, and we need to realize that blessing. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us tawfiq, to bless us, to bless this congregation, to bless the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give shifa to all of those who are ill. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have mercy on all of those who have passed. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help all of those who are in any type of financial need. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to gather us in His paradise just like He has gathered us here today. Wa aqim as-salah.